Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group. This is signed, sealed, delivered. It's my design team project for LineDotArrow for August of 2024. Now, yes, this is the flip through board, and so we're on our flip through. This is video 8. And a couple things, well, maybe one main thing before we do the flip through. I discovered that craft envelopes are even thicker than manila folder when it comes to putting in your magnets. So if you're going to use magnets, you're going to need to use more. So we're a little loosey-goosey in here just because of that. Not an excuse, just an observation. So on the cover, we have a little red envelope to go with our kind of a red, white, and blue theme for our postal theme. And I love this butterfly made out of the red, white, and blue papers, scrunched up. Nice. And we've got this little butterfly in here along with our newspaper factory. Or is it a post office? I'm not sure which one. It's got a lot of smoke coming out for a post office. And then it flips this way with a belly band and a card. And then we have just a large page here, and I like the postal worker there. And then it opens up this way, and there's a card and a pocket, and it opens up this way, and it's a card and a pocket. This is the center of the folio topper, and I used this stamp because I thought it looked like burlap, and there is a little postal guy in here, we haven't got to him yet, carrying a big bag of mail in a burlap bag, and that gave me the idea. This is a 6x9 big folder, and I actually left the little pull-off stripe on there, so if you wanted to seal it, you actually could, but with the stamping actually stuck to this. So and I just used Ranger Distress ink. I had to look and see if it was ink or oxide, in Faded Jeans, and then the red color is Lumberjack Plaid, which I absolutely love. It's a good Christmas red as well, but it gets everywhere. I'm surprised I don't have it on my hands still. Maybe the lotion wiped it off finally, but I had it on my hands for days. So that flips down. And this opens, that closes, and then that closes, and then it's part of our topper. This opens. Then you've got this cool image, and this opens here with a card and a belly band, a big wide belly band with your mailboxes and your envelopes, your airmail envelope. And then this side opens here with your mail parcel rates and your, fragile, don't mishandle and all that. And then on here it said vintage, but when I trimmed it, the paper, it cut off the word, so I just put the word back on. And here's a large pocket with a large envelope card in here, or it looks like an envelope, but it's a card. Okay, there's a pocket here. There's also a pocket here on this side that you could put stationery in, which was my intention, but I didn't have any stationery, so I didn't put any in. There's also a large card back here behind the belly band. There's a second card, and there's a third card back here, a great big one with this border on it. And you close that back up, and that's the topper on the file folder folio. And then you open it up. Where's the other one? There's another, oh, here's the other big card that matches this big card. There's two. On this page, I made a stair-step pocket, and I went out around the seal. And then there's a huge card in here. Let's see if I can get it back in all the way. There we go. With tucks, it's sometimes kind of iffy to get them in all the way for some reason. And here's a belly band with two windows. One is square and one is round. Probably, anyway, it's got a great big card in there. And here's another card here, another great big card. There's lots of big cards in here. And when you open this, you have this little flip up and two little cards. And this is a pocket with two cards in it as well. Then this opens up. One place where the magnet did hold. This opens up, and here's a place where they didn't. And a stamp. This is the coolest stamp. I just got it from Temu. What did I do with it? Anyway, it's the full-sized poster or postcard stamp that is the actual size of a postcard. I've been looking all over for one of these. Here's a card in a pocket with two little cards. Now these cards, normally I would have pulled them up a little bit, but you can't because that flips like that. So this is stamped, and I put a little stamp on it. And you flip this over, and you have this image, and you have a writing space. And I did a stamp right there. Looks like stitching. Well, you know, in the alternate world. With my stamping abilities, a little iffy there. And then there's this image, and then there's writing image. I normally do these as flip ups, so when I made it, it wasn't attached, and hence the picture's all sideways. But anyway, I like it. It's fun. Over here, you undo this, and you've got three large envelopes. And I'll show you in a minute. This one's held shut by a magnet. There's a giant pocket card that goes all the way down to the bottom. This one opens, and there's a couple little ephemera, and there's a card. There's space for another card on the inside of the envelope. The same with this one. There's a postcard, and there's room for a card inside the envelope. The same down here. This one's held with a magnet because I was going to tuck these behind each one, but the craft is so thick, it didn't really want to do that. The little tuck behind the envelope to hold the flap down. And this one has a magnet because it was going to be my bottom one. And it's got the card inside, and then it says postcard here. And so there was going to be nothing to hold, you know, to tuck that into. So that's why there's a magnet on that one. So I untucked these, and I discovered I had enough time, but the glue hadn't dried yet, to stick this up under there and make this big long strap, which I really like. And I put the mailbox on it and Velcro dotted it. And that'll hold the envelopes shut. And then on the very last page, we have the ends of the envelopes when I cut them off to fit. These are the ends. And so you flip them up. Each one is held by a magnet. Yay, magnets held. And they're actually a tuck because they're the end of the envelope. I didn't want to glue it and then try to fit a little teeny card in there. And two little collages to cover the magnets. Here's the other little card inside this tuck. And then you get to the end, and here's our big red mailbox. And I love this picture. And so I was bound and determined I was going to use it somewhere in the project. Okay, so that's our project for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. The first 7 videos are the how-to videos, and you should take a look at them and see how to make this fun project. Don't forget to go to the LineDotArrow Facebook group and check that out. This month there's a drawing as well, and so you want to make sure to post your pictures of your projects with the hashtag challenge your art, and do that in the Savage Art Facebook group, in the TwoSisterJam Facebook group, in the LineDotArrow Junk Journal group Facebook group, Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group. Okay, well, that's all I've got for this month, and I will see you next month with my design team project. And have a great day, and thanks for hanging out with me. Bye-bye.